It's so interesting looking at this picture because considering what I was going through at the time when it was taken, my eyes are still kind and happy and hopeful, and I didn't feel any of those things. I was bullied at school for being different. I had a very, very strong Caribbean accent. I grew up in Trinidad in the Caribbean, and we moved back when I was 15. And I used to talk like that, which didn't go down too well. What started me being bullied, though, was actually I stuck up for someone. It was a girl in P one day. I could hear this sort of commotion coming from the other side of the changing rooms. And suddenly the air was really thick with deodorant, and they were spraying her and spraying her and spraying her and spraying her, and no one did anything. And I couldn't understand why everyone was just letting this poor creature be treated like this. So I went over, and by this point she was cowering in a ball, and there were these girls standing around her, and I just went over and went, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Leave her alone." And then it was me for the next 2 years after that. They'd try and trip me up in corridors. There was a lot of my bag being thrown, being pushed, being too scared to go to the toilet in case they were there. I was hoping to do art A-level and then go and do an art foundation course and this sort of thing, and they ripped up all my artwork that was for my O-levels. And my teacher at the time, we just sat and taped it all back together again, and she did nothing. The worst moment was the last day of school, and they said to me, "Once today's finished, that's it. There's no rules, and we are going to kill you. We're going to wait for you after school. We're going to get you." And so I hid. And it was the last day of school, and everyone was all excited and, running out the school gates, and I couldn't go. I had to just probably waited an hour, and, the teachers were sort of, and then I just ran home. Literally ran home. And that was awful. It was so constant, and they never stopped. My daughter is about to start secondary school now, and one of the things she's most worried about is bullying. Now, she knows that I was bullied at school. Obviously, I've never got upset about it like I have now talking to her. But one of the things I've said is that I appreciate that you're worried about bullying, and it is a real worry. But one of the things that you need to do is tell someone. Don't do what I did and just keep it to yourself. I think if we'd had something like a bullying ambassador or someone in the school that you knew you could go to and they would actually step in and do something about it, would have made a massive difference, a huge difference. In the UK, 10 million children are going back to school this September. Over half of them will be affected by bullying. You can change that by helping us train an anti-bullying ambassador in every school. Text anti-18 followed by £1 to 70070 to donate now. Head to backtoschool.antibullyingpro.com to find out more. This campaign is powered by the Diana Award.